And there really are a basic few things that ever go wrong with these. I'm always very wary of buying ones with dodgy cables, such as this. I say this is mine and it's seen better days at the minute. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you'll actually realise that I've only got a little bit of grass to cut, which is a little bit ironic. But yeah, there's only a few things can go wrong. These are the main things I always check. I'm checking this kill switch at the back, I'm checking the wire, I'm changing the plug, I'll change the oil, I'll take these two parts out of here, I'll service the carburettor, I'll clean the air filter, I'll just take a good look around, make sure the springs are moving correctly when I put it all back, and 9 times out of 10 I have a perfectly working lawnmower again. If you're still having problems after that, there's a good chance that you could need to take this off and check these keyways at the top and bottom of the crankshaft, but that's only really if somebody's hit something and damaged the blade. Really simple to get started on. Things I look out for when I'm buying. A little tip, this is a good one this, there's loads of photographs on eBay of lawnmowers and they don't show the grass boxes. So people think, well, I don't want it without a box. I hate buying them without a box because they don't sell. But a lot of people will list them and they'll just take the box off or they won't have had it on it. Just ask the question, do you still have the grass box? And a lot of the time you'll be surprised people will say yes. Another quick tip is if you see one on eBay that you want, send a cheeky message. Something like this, just say, will you take £25–30 for it? You know, what's the worst that can happen? They can say no. If you don't ask, somebody else will. A lot of the time people want rid of it, they're moving house. And they'll just say, yeah, come and pick it up, £25–30, cash is fine. Go and pick it up, it's yours. Repair it for profit. The nice thing about these as well is the drive is underneath. I've shown you how to replace a cable on a previous video if the drive's not working. The nice thing about these is there's no rear roller on them, there's nothing to go wrong there, as long as the self-propelled drive's working. It's basically just the mechanical side of it you've got to do. Very simple to work. As I've said, there's a kill switch, there's a drive, there's no rotor stop clutch, there's no throttle, there's no anything. It's just very, very basic and a lot of people like that. Other things I've seen this handle actually fitted. I've had 2 or 3 with this handle actually fitted upside down, so this is actually pointing down here. You really will see all sorts. So a lot of the time these recoils are okay as well, and I've shown you how to replace the rope on that as well. That's all on the DVD as well. So reasons for not getting started, I can't quite understand. As soon as I realised I could do this, you know, make £40–50 every time I got a mower, I was away, you know, and I've done it ever since. So I hope that covers a few questions from people that are sort of apprehensive of getting started. Just get a couple of tools from somewhere and just start taking bits off, and if you get stuck just post some messages and I'll get back to you, or other people on here as well will help you out. Yeah, so just apologies really, I can't really film too many repair videos because I can't really kneel down too good at the minute. I'm not getting about, I can sort of do 5–10 minutes at a time, which is why I've come out here. And it's a very basic video just to help people get started. Just so you can have a look around as well, you can see the when this governor flap opens, you can see the governor spring assembly. I get hundreds of questions about where do these springs go. There's only 2 of them. Where do these springs go and how do they fit on? Make sure it's all moving freely. Sometimes when you put the carburettor back on, this like little triangular part will actually get stuck and it'll just stay in one point, and you actually just need to nick it up underneath that side and make sure it's free, and just make sure it's all moving, everything's moving completely freely, as that one is. You can try this so simply, you really can. I mean, I've had these in and it's been a case of draining the fuel out and just putting a plug in it and it'll run. So I'm going to put this back together. That'll take me under 2 minutes to do. I'm going to clean this kill switch off first as well while I'm here, and then it should be good to go. So I said this is my own mower and I've had this probably about 12–13 years now. And I had a question recently from somebody saying, why don't you do electric mowers? Well, I'm not saying there's no profit in electric mowers, but the problem with electric ones is they're so cheap to buy new. They're sort of £30–40–50, something like that. And when they're broken, it's pretty much a mentality is throw it away and buy a new one. Not many people look for second-hand electric mowers. The other question I get is, why don't I do the cylinder mowers as well? Well, I could do the cylinder mowers, but at present I don't have the facility for doing the blades, for sharpening the blades up. That needs a bit more specialist knowledge to do that type of thing. This is the simplest way to do it, one blade on the bottom. It's nice and easy, and to be honest, they're selling, I would imagine anyway, they're selling a lot more of these now than the traditional type mower. So a few little things before we go, and then I'm going to leave it there. A few things to look out for when buying second hand. Try and get a mount field or a Honda if you know about setting valves. If you don't, then you can watch the videos on the channel. Try and get a Briggs and Stratton or a branded engine. Try and get a metal deck. Plastic all looks well and good, but it's not heavy enough. It don't sink into the grass, they don't cut well. Loads of plastic parts. And I actually wanted to film a video. I actually wanted to take this camera in B&Q, but I've not been able to get out, so I can't drive. But if you look at everything now, everything's as cheap as possible. All the adjusters are plastic. Everything's just plastic everywhere. Plastic deck, plastic covers on everything. Nobody's using the decent Briggs and Stratton Honda engines really. They've probably got one or two in the biggest B&Q where I live, and it's a massive place. And the rest of them are just sort of Chinese copies. So look out for branded things. Mountfield, Honda, anything Hater especially seems to sell really well. Just avoid anything that looks or doesn't have a make, because you struggle to get spares. And don't be off put thinking people won't pay sort of £150 for a mower like this. They certainly will. They'd rather buy a good second hand serviced one than a brand new one. So apologies again, I've not really been able to film too many repairs, but I'm really keen to help a lot of people who send me emails get started. And this is the ideal mower to do it with. Just get yourself some black hammerite paint around it, get the servicing done, do the basic things, the plug, the oil, change the fuel, clean the kill switch, set the ignition coil if it's needed, sharpen the blade on the bottom, and you're away. Put these on and get them running perfectly and make yourself a good profit. So thanks for watching. I'll be back with more repairs soon, and I'll see you shortly.